All right, like, click, subscribe, do all that. We gonna get right to the mayhem. And when I say mayhem, we talk about the Miami Dolphins taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Trust me, it was all our punishment. But bottom line is, it's not punishment like you think because the beard was the one punishing. The Dolphins beat the 49ers 43-17. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 22 of 28, 350 yards, 3 TDs. Myles Gaskins, 57 yards at a TD. Preston Williams went off today, 106 yards at a TD. C.G. Beathard, 9 of 18, 94 yards at a TD. Raheem Mostert, 90 yards. Kendrick Bourne, 30 yards at a TD. Ryan hit Adam Shireen and Devontae Parker for TDs today, too. Jimmy G came back, but he was throwing picks like he was still hurt. And then they ended up benching him for C.J. Beathard. Bottom line is, the Dolphins had about 5 sacks on both of the 49ers QBs. Miami was flat out giving the business today. It was mayhem all across the field, and I couldn't even believe my eyes when I saw it. But bottom line is, Ryan Fitzpatrick in rare form, the beard is alive and well, and it gave business. And right now, so far in the league, you have the top defense, one of the top defenses in the Indianapolis Colts going against one of the top offenses right now in the Cleveland Browns. The Browns somehow ended up pulling out this victory, 32-23. Baker Mayfield, 21-37, 247 yards, 2 TDs, and 2 picks. Kareem Hunt had about 43 yards at a TD. Jarvis Landry had 88 yards. Phillip Rivers, he was 21-33, 243 yards. 2 late picks. It was irritating. John Taylor, 57 yards at a TD. T.Y. Hilton had 69 yards. Baker hit Rashard Higgins for a TD. But the third quarter, we got to explain this. It's ridiculous. Well, I couldn't find it, but Phillip Rivers had thrown a pick 6 to Ronnie Harrison. That was crazy. But in the fourth quarter, Phillip Rivers is getting stupid. Look at him over there. He's throwing to nobody. It's intentional grounded. It's a freaking safety. Phillip, what the heck are you doing? Phillip, what are you doing? And then it's like 11 minutes and 30 seconds to the fourth quarter. Here he goes. He's throwing picks again. Phillip, what are you doing? This is the stuff you used to do when you was leaving the Chargers. Why? But the Browns ended up beating them 32-23, and that's how that game went. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even sure if I'm mentally prepared for this one, but the New York Giants, winless Giants, going against the 1-3 Dallas Cowboys. Boy. So Dallas ended up pulling out some miraculous mayhem, 37-34 over the Giants. How the Giants scored that many points, I have no idea. But anyway, let's get to the stats. Dak Prescott, 14-21, 166 yards, 1 pick. Ezekiel Elliott, 91 yards and 2 TDs. CeeDee Lamb, 129 yards. Daniel Jones, 20-33, 222 yards. Devontae Freeman, 60 yards and 1 TD. Darius Slayton, 129 yards. Evan Ingram ended up getting a rushing TD. Dak threw a pick 6 to Kyler Fackrell. But then Daniel Jones had fumbled the ball to Anthony Browns for a Dallas TD. Cedric Wilson had made a pass to Dak for a TD. But let's go to the second quarter, towards the end of the second quarter. Now, at this point, the game is tied at 17-17 apiece right here. A minute and 1 left before halftime. 4th and 4, they thinking they're going for the field goal, but they fake it and throw a pass. Watch this. Now, they fake the pass. They got him open, wide open, but then they're going to take it back because of the illegal shift. Now, keep in mind, Daniel Jones has not thrown a passing TD since week 1. Week 1. And it's an illegal shift that happens. Now, for those that don't know, this is where the Dak injury comes. I wasn't even going to show it, but I will show it. And it's pretty bad. Here we go. As he's taking off, he's going down. Watch the leg. Oh, look at the leg. He's twisted around. He tried to put it back in place. That is crazy. So at this point, Andy Dalton took over the game. Gallup had 2 miraculous catches to get down in field goal range. And that's how Dallas ends up beating the Giants, 37-34. But easily, like, when it comes to the Giants, like, this whole thing. Yeah, Dallas won the game, but bottom line is their defense is still beyond trash. The fact that you let go of 34 points to the Giants were averaging 12 or 13 points the entire season, and you let 34 on the board, and they damn near could have beat you. A team that has not had a passing TD since week 1. All their TDs came off of rushing TDs, pick sixes, and fumble recoveries. That's it. But under the circumstances, good job, Dallas. Like we said, Dallas' offense was never a problem. It's their defense that's trash. Hopefully, Dak will get well soon. And we do have the report that says that the doctors that he had went through successful surgery and all that, but he's going to be out for 4 to 6 months. So obviously, he's done for the season. So get well, Dak. Here we got the main event of the evening. The Minnesota Vikings going to take on the 12th man. That is the Seattle Seahawks. It was an epic battle of proportions, epic beef, but bottom line is, in a close one, Seattle beat the Vikings 27-26. Russell Wilson, 20 of 32, 217 yards, 3 TDs, 1 pick. Chris Carson, 52 yards in a TD. DK Metcalf, 93 yards, 2 TDs. Kirk Cousins, 27 of 39, 249 yards and 2 TDs and 1 pick. Alex Madison, 112 yards. Adam Thielen, 80 yards and 2 TDs. And in the first half, Dalvin Cook was cooking the entire Seattle Seahawks defense. And he led basically early, 89 yards in a TD in the first half. He did end up getting injured in the third quarter, and Madison ended up taking over. But pretty much that's how that went down. And at halftime, Russell Wilson was down 13-0. You think he was going to stand for that trash? Hell no. Now, to me, this is where the stupidity comes in play, because if you're giving the ball back to Russell Wilson, you know he is a football surgeon. Now, it is 26-21, right? 2 minutes left in the game, 4th and inches. How many timeouts they got? Like 2 timeouts left or whatever. And Vikings have the ball. Now, my thing is, if you just kick the field goal, you'll be up by 8. So even if Russell Wilson does come down there, he would have to get a 2-point conversion to tie this game up. Do you want to know what the Vikings do? This is what they do on 4th and inches. They rushed, and they did not get it. Seattle gets the ball back. Vikings are only still up by 5. This is going to come back to bite them on their ass. Russell Wilson, with the help of Donkey Kong Metcalf, because that's what we call him, DK Metcalf, he led them all the way back down to the field. 4th and goal. They're at their own. They're at the 7-yard line. 26-21. 20 seconds left on the clock. And as you can see, you will see the greatness that is Russell and DK Metcalf connected together. And here we go. He's running around. There he goes. Metcalf with the curl and tuck. Done deal. The deal done. 27-26. DK Metcalf. The craziness. Now, they went for the 2, but they didn't get it. So it's 27-26. 10 seconds left on the clock. Vikings had the ball. Now, this is the controversy that I was expressing when the game took place. Now, Kirk Cousins has got 10 seconds left. He's trying to throw the ball. Now, it looks like a forward motion, right? Incomplete pass. But what they do is they let the time go off the clock, and then they try to say that it was a fumble recovery. But his hand was moving in a forward motion. Now, if you look at his hand is still going forward, throwing the ball. Now, you think this is incomplete. And they called the ruling on the fumble stands, and I think there's some controversy with that. All right, so bottom line, Kirk Cousins, yeah, you still should have pulled this out when y'all called it early. But bottom line is Russell Wilson came back, made it happen. But we got some controversy with that call, man. I think Kirk Cousins might have a case on that one, even though it didn't look like they was going to be able to throw it down the field that deep to get there anyway. But there's some controversy involved in that one.